This is the perfect cinema camera rig, or at least the perfect cine rig for me. I'm gonna show you how to build a rig just like this for your camera and show you how it can adapt to multiple filmmaking scenarios. I film everything from commercial work to short films to YouTube videos to even behind the scenes on large productions, so it's extremely important to me that my rig can adapt as quickly as possible. And this camera rig does exactly that. So I've got it in a handheld setup, I can switch it over to a stabilized or even a locked off setup. This rig also allows you to be able to move the monitor with just one hand, which is really nice. And everything is quick release, so you can store it away when you need to travel. And a few other key features include this top handle, side grip, cable management, and this monitor with built-in transmission. So let's get into it. This video is brought to you by Danny Garcia Films. So essentially we have the camera with the body, lens, battery, SD card, and ND filter. Then we have the cage portion, which is the cage, top handle, side handle, the monitor, which is the monitor, of course, plus the batteries and the cables, the HDMI cable, the quick release system with all of its mounts and adapting plates, the microphones, we have a shotgun mic and a wireless mic system, the gimbal, which is our stabilizer, plus the side handle and the camera control cable, as well as the tripod. And you can find links to all of this in the description. All right guys, so now I'm gonna show you how to build out all these variations. The core of this whole setup is my Sony A7S III. This is the camera body, and then my G Master 24-70 lens. I need other lenses. This is the only one I have right now, but it does make it really nice to have your tight focal length as well as a wide. Obviously, you need to have batteries. So I've got my Sony batteries in here, and then also my CF Express Type A card. And then this is my Peter McKinnon variable ND. This is the fall cam camera cage for the A7 series. This has a bunch of different f/22 attachments as well as f/38, which is part of their quick release systems. Then our top handle right here, this is the smaller version. We've also got some adapters, f/22 adapters right here, which we'll talk more about in a second. My buddy Ethan, who is filming this video right now, he has the much longer, beefier one. And I kind of wish I got that one just because it's not that much bigger. I thought it would be, but it gives you that much more grip. But we throw the top handle on, clips right in place, and then we've got our monitor mount that clips in. Then we have our Hollyland Mars M1 monitor, battery right here. This monitor is amazing. So you've got all the features you'd expect in one. You've got your HDMI out and in. Something else that's cool with this is a transmitter and a receiver. So if I have another one of these, the exact same type, I don't have to have a DJI transmission system. Then we've got our HDMI cable. This is Condor Blue. I opted to go for the black, a little more inconspicuous, although the blue cables do look super sick. We've got a full HDMI on this camera, so we can just plug that in, and I got the coiled version with the right angle, so this is very clean cable management. Full cam f/22 clip-in, so this is our side grip. Now we've got more space to be able to hold on to the camera, multiple different grip options. It depends on the day. Sometimes, like I'm recording on the DJI mic right now, so I'll have the DJI mic placed right here, the receiver, or if I want more of a shotgun setup, I can sneak this little Rode video mic NTG, I believe, and then that just goes in the hot shoe. The only inconvenient thing with this is it's not as easy to hold on over this. It squeezes the mic. So that's the handheld rig. Now I'm going to show you what it takes to convert all this into the gimbal rig. So this is the RS3. The RS4 just recently was released. I have had a chance to use it. Great option. I just have this one. This one works. I know Ethan still uses the RS2. So literally DJI creates the coolest gimbals and they're workhorses. So the annoying thing though is I don't want to have a heavy camera package on top of just this one handle. So what I do have, small rig, side grip, and I absolutely love this. Not only can this handle fold down if I need to compact, but then it locks into place. I've got a full cam f/22 grip. This will be where the monitor goes. So now that we've got this here, camera tool just magnetizes to the bottom and we've got much more surface area to be able to hold on to. It's really nice to have the mini tripod that DJI provides in the bottom. Now we've got it all set up. Something else too that is a absolute game changer is this full cam gimbal base plate. So I replaced the DJI one. This is way more low profile, and I'm gonna be able to put the camera directly on here. We also have the multi-camera control cable from DJI. This is just gonna plug into here, and then this other part goes into the camera. That means I can control a lot more like recording or like pivot and axis directly from the gimbal, and I don't have to take my hand off. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take off our mic, Side handle comes off, top handle comes off. I'm gonna unplug this, then I'm gonna move this over. This is gonna go on the gimbal. Now I've got my monitor set up. This locks in. Put that over there. I'm gonna put my camera control cable over to the side, and then my HDMI cable comes in, and boom, now I've got my gimbal set up. But then all I have to do is just control everything from right here, controls the whole setup. I have my monitor so I can watch playback. We're gonna be taking all of this off the gimbal. You can plug this in there, keep it a little more secure. Ethan makes fun of me for doing that. Take off our monitor, put our gimbal to the side. Now I've got my tripod. This is just a Manfrotto tripod. I've got a adapter. So obviously this tripod already has a quick release plate, but I don't wanna have to switch out plates. So this one's right here. I'm gonna set this down, and then I've got my F38 on the bottom of this cage. I've immediately switched over. And then let's say I do want my monitor on top, place my monitor there, super nice. And let's say I'm filming myself, I can just switch it around, and now I can see all of my setup. So if you want a locked off shot on a tripod, if you want your gimbal shot that's stabilized right here, or you want your handheld, you literally have all of that in this package. So some of these things aren't cheap, but they are so worth it. It's gonna save you a lot of time. And when you're on set, sometimes time is money. Now, before we get into pricing, I just wanna let you guys know, you can customize this however you want. Swap the monitor out for something you already have or a different one that you want. Maybe you want different top handles. I know Falcam themselves has a great system of quick release, so you can choose a different cage for any camera model. And in my opinion, this isn't complete. I wish I had some cinema glass on the front. It'd be nice to have a matte box to cut out flares when I'm outside. I'd also love to have maybe more of a centralized battery supply. As you can afford more gear or you need different setups, you can modify this as you want. So if you were to just get the camera package alone, just the core of this, with the camera, lens, battery, SD card, and the ND filter, it would be $5,930 approximately. If you wanted the handheld setup like you can see here, that would cost around $1,120. Let's say you didn't want the handheld setup, you just wanted the gimbal setup, be $1,634. Or if you wanted just the tripod setup, that would be $1,275. But let's say you wanted everything included in this, the camera package, the handheld, the stabilized setup, and the tripod, that would be $8,209, which sounds like a lot up front, but for this amount of versatility, the speed of use, that's why I went with this particular setup. And like I said before, guys, if you're interested in picking up any of these products, I've linked them all below the like button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.